Baba is looking at the starlights. He said, no human being knows the Father. There is only the one Father. What does it mean to know the Father? To know what he knows. To feel what he feels. How is Baba seeing this moment here right now? His words, everyone, every soul has received their individual part. The part of one soul cannot be the same as another's. All his children, souls, are imperishable. And there cannot be any difference in their forms. This is Baba's way of seeing things, way of seeing the truth. He's not seeing any difference. In the beings of lights that we are. All the beings are epicenters of peace and silence. That's what he's seeing and feeling. Am I the being immersed in his feeling? Every soul is special. Am I experiencing my own specialness? Not speciality, my specialness. I am concept free like my father. Can I see it clearly? Just a living, shining light. Just like Baba. The being that I am can only be love and beauty. Complete, total allowance. I don't need an image to be. But I can observe all the images. Just as I am, all are the same. All are living, loving beings of light. But first, is this my primary experience? Secondary experiences are not a problem. They may even be lingering in this moment at a distance. Remember, you're coming out of a three-dimensional scripted mind. Where every thought has a 3D quality to it. Every image in the mind has a 3D quality to it. Every feeling, every emotion has a 3D quality to it. And you're stepping out of it. Realizing you carry it within you eternally. So Baba says, there cannot be any difference in their forms, but everyone's body is different. And there is a difference in the part of every soul. Each soul, which is like a starlight, is filled with an imperishable part. Child, it is an imperishable part. It is amazing, is it not? It is such a tiny star that you are. And you are filled with a part of 84 births. Papa says this aspect of knowledge is understood number-wise. And one who understands this aspect will see the sage and the sinner in its own mind with equanimity. And experience instantaneous freedom. Neither am I the sage or the sinner, but I am that light, starlight, that shines equally on both. And there's a very clear seeing from where Baba sees that each soul has that sage and sinner to be played out. But his starlights are completely disassociated from this 3D script within. They have not chosen it. Baba knows. But it's an eternally recorded script they have been given. That is why he can be completely blameless and absolutely loving. Absolutely impartial. Constantly in bliss. He's not getting disappointed seeing the script in my mind. No. His only interest is in showing me who I am beyond this imperishable recording. So that I too can love and respect my own imperishable recording. That's the purpose. Because he knows it was in my script to be completely immersed and associated and identified with my script for half the cycle, which was my part. In that, criticizing my part was part of that part. Because I, the being, believed myself to be that three-dimensional fictional character in my mind. But now, with Baba and with the vision he has of me, the conceptless, notionless, idealess, egoless being, I can truly come from complete respect for the sage and the sinner within my mind. I can observe the ascending and the descending of the parts. variety parts I played. But I am not ascending or descending. Those are the parts I played. All Baba is saying, just don't put I and me to those experiences. Because that's the only suffering. When you believe yourself to be the one that is ascending and descending. You're the observer of these paths of ascension and descending. See, nothing has happened to you. Can you see it, child? You're still the same. You played the game of somersault, and yet nothing happened to you. You're as clean as ever, as pure as ever. Just donate this I and me and mine to me. That's what Baba wants. One thing from you. Donation of I, me, and mine. You give that to Baba. And if you're really missing attachment, then be attached to Baba. So what if Baba has no body? Neither do you. One who thinks I am the body is fictional anyways. So what if we have a different script? Each one of us has a different script. So does Baba have a different script? That's for the play. That's for the dream, 3D dream reality. But at the core, we are all like Baba. Beings of absolute allowance, most important. So as we will continue to play our part, come into sound, action, takes, retakes, takes, all part of this three-dimensional script that each one of us is carrying perfectly, exactly as it should be. Unique, distinct. In this one cannot be like the other. But in truth, we are much of a muchness. Such a beautiful aspect of this knowledge. Open the chat. Anyone wants to say anything? Otherwise, we will go on another Murli of 27, original date 26/12/84. And it's also the Murli on the power of truth. So I thought it would be good to kind of have it back to back. Yeah? The power of truth, 26/12/84. Today, the Almighty Authority Father is especially looking at two authorities. One is the ruling authority, and the other is the godly authority. I'll make Sister Hema. Sorry. True? Yeah, sorry. One is the ruling authority, and the other is the godly authority. The special parts of both authorities are being enacted now at the confluence age. The ruling authority is in upheaval, and the godly authority is constantly unshakable and imperishable. The godly authority is called the power of truth, because the one who gives the authority is the true Father, the true teacher, and the Satguru. This is why the power of truth is always elevated. You are establishing the golden age, the land of truth. With the power of truth, truth also means imperishable. Truth also means imperishable. So the part is imperishable, the ascending and descending of the part is imperishable, and the truth is also imperishable. So then who is in between feeling something else? Yeah. So this is the being that I am. Yeah. The light that shines on the entire 84 parts of ascending and descending parts, right? I, the being, am shining light on it forever, eternally. Nothing wrong with shining light on these parts. What happened that went wrong? Because I played these first two parts. What happened in the last half of the cycle, or the one half of the cycle? What happened? The latter half of the cycle. What happened? I started getting associated with the script, right? And because I started getting associated with the script, it's the conditioning now. And that is why Baba is constantly telling us to keep going back to where there is no conditioning, where there is no delusion, no concept, and which is what will clean the soul of all the associations, which is here. So just remembering and knowing that I am the one who experienced this entire ladder. I didn't change. I am the one who is now even looking at the conditioned mind of the saint and the sinner, both. Saint and the sinner, both. But I am beyond this conditioning. More I am immersing myself and constantly retreating back to this truth of Baba and I together. And from there, I'm observing the script of the saint and the sinner. Both. I'm observing everything. And I even know at this time that I will be playing the highest part and the lowest part both once again. Are you happy with it? You know at this time. Those who are not happy with it, their mind will say, what is the point if I'm going to just be degraded once again? Whereas the being that is the observer of it, what would that being see it as?
Sister, but we are
Who's not
degraded.
At all identified with either script, what would he see it as?
It's the recordings within the soul. I mean, the mind of the soul is not. Not I am in the script.
What would he see it as?
But
Anything
we don't
wrong
feel
with
degraded.
Ascending and descending parts for this being?
For being, it's a play
Actually,
going
we
on.
did not descend.
No.
Actually, we did not descend, no?
Any regret for the descending part? Even in this moment? No.
No.
Loving it? Enjoying your part?
But we did not descend, no?
Yes, thankful, very good. Thankful for it. Yes. Thankful for it as it is. We did not descend. Yeah, we did not descend. It's only in our mind. Here. This is why Baba is saying truth is imperishable. Through the power of truth, you receive an imperishable inheritance. So when I know this truth, I too receive an imperishable inheritance of both, not just this, but also this ascending and descending part is my imperishable inheritance. I know both the bottom and the top right now. I know the highest tendencies and the lowest tendencies, both. So now when I see the lower tendencies coming up within me, I have no issues. Because I know I am neither nor. I'm beyond. Yeah? So you don't try to focus on anything here. So when I, the being, is shining my light on golden aged sanskars, even in this time, in this moment in time, either being sanskar less or master of sanskars being shining light on the golden aged sanskars. These are just sanskars, ladder of sanskars. That's all it is. Yeah. Don't see anything more than that. Ladder of sanskars. And I, the being, am shining light on my golden aged sanskars, which are also my eternal sanskars. Then I find myself playing golden aged part at this time in confluence age. Because I am not only aware of golden aged sanskars, I'm also aware of iron aged sanskars within me. I'm aware of both the saint and the sinner within me at this time. And so at this time, I experience my supreme power. And with that power, I disidentify with that which is sanskars of the sinner. And naturally, I identify with golden aged sanskars. So in confluence age, I play my golden aged part. Do you like it? It's a ladder of sanskars. So to believe I am that ladder is the suffering. But to know this ladder is in me, then I am rejoicing. So this is a study that enables you to attain an imperishable status for which you have attained imperishable blessings, child. No one can take away this attainment. Now, this is an attainment, no? This knowledge. This knowledge is an attainment. To know. Yeah. Very much. There's no other attainment than the knowledge and the company of the Father. From the beginning to the end and the path of bhakti, the whole world has been praising and worshipping you. Who have the power of truth? This means that your praise and worship also becomes imperishable. Now, do you like the confluence, copper-aged part also? Where you are worshipping your own statue? You like it? I like it. You like it? Huh? I'm worshipping my own statue. I like it very much. I enjoy every part I've played. True? So the truth means, and here at this time, I can see that too. You know, I can see that now that I'm worshipping my own statue at some point in my own dream world. So Baba is saying the truth means the truth, which means it's imperishable. But somebody has put it in brackets. So what did you come to know first of all? You knew yourself to be a true imperishable soul, a vinashi atma. Sif atma avinashi nahi, ye part bhi avinashi, and that's the beauty. Yeah. So Baba is saying, you knew the true introduction of the true Father. And what is the test for you to know you love your part and you respect your part? What is that great test? कौन सा वो टेस्ट है जिससे पता चलेगा आपको अपना पार्ट बहुत पसंद है?
दीदी खुश रहेंगे, आई मीन एवरीथिंग लाइक,
कैसे पता चलेगा?
हाँ मतलब
कि
अगर
मुझे
स्थिति
अपना
नहीं,
पार्ट बहुत ही
हाँ
पसंद है. I love it. Your volume, oh, is it muted? Am I not heard?
यस यू आर दीदी.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Oh, I cannot hear because, oh, is it muted for others?
Can you hear us? Can you hear me, Didi?
I can hear you.
Yeah, so I think
Ah, okay. Uh-huh. Okay, all right. So, yeah, somebody wrote, how do I know I love my part? When Maya comes in my mind and it appears in front of me. Do I love my part then? Acha. Okay, now maybe everybody can answer. I don't know. Maybe it was muted for everybody. But when Maya comes and appears, makes its guest appearance in my mind, in front of me, in the entire, all the different types of sinner and the sage, 1 second sinner, 1 second sage, 1 second sinner, 1 second sage, and it appears in front of me, the soul. And am I loving it? Or I'm getting tired of my part? Loving it? Then I know I love my part. Yeah. And grateful for it. Yeah. That is what Baba is saying. That the truth means the truth. So, what did you come to know, first of all? You knew yourself to be a true, imperishable soul. You knew the true introduction of the true Father. From this true recognition, with true knowledge, the power of truth is inevitably the truth. You know, this one loved playing house as a child, and the part played in a joint family. Yeah, this one's part played in a joint family of 3 uncles and their children and 7 aunts and their children. Yeah. So we were like 50 children at one time in one house. Yeah. And I remember the way it played out, we used to play a lot of house, ghar ghar, you know, a lot. So somebody would be playing the role of a doctor, and then somebody would, big number, yeah, it was 50, 7 aunts and 3 uncles. Yeah, aunts and uncles. I mean, that life was totally in the film of the mind movie and whatever. It was so different. And it was, we would gather, we would play after, as soon as we would come back from school, the play would be such that this was our favorite game. So somebody would be playing the role of a doctor and they would have a compounder with it. And then somebody would be car mechanic and what do you call, a garage for repair and all of that. Then somebody would be in the kitchen, having a kitchen set, playing with the kitchen set, all of that. And we could see that it could feel so real, that whole game. And we could take our roles very seriously in that, and yet we would know that it's just a game. Yeah. And kind of something like that if you are really becoming more and more awake, you will find the entire 3D script, every thought that is giving a 3D effect, every feeling that is giving a 3D effect, starts to wane, just becomes weaker and weaker. And then you can then see that there's a toy car with a toy computer, with a toy body, with a toy, because this one had to go for a car service. So one could see a toy. It just kind of just reawakened that aspect of that experience. But in a sense that it kind of brought that sense of no reality to whatever you are seeing. Yeah, no reality to this person. And I'm not making any effort to see it that way. I'm not running away or going anywhere to see it that way. You're just seeing it that way because those thoughts are beginning to become those 3D effect of these feelings, thoughts, emotions. As they become more and more merged, you start to see it in a natural way. Can you unmute it, Devashri? No?
दीदी अनम्यूट तो हो रहा है.
Acha. Okay. All right.
Debashri is not able to unmute क्या?
I don't know. Can you? You can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So to truly be able to see it as things are, one has to step out of one's mind. The truth means the truth. You knew yourself to be a true soul. You knew the true introduction of the true Father. From this true recognition, with true knowledge, the power of truth is inevitably the truth. With the power of truth, the darkness of falsehood and the darkness of ignorance will automatically merge instead of end. Ignorance is always untrue. Yeah? And ignorance means seeing the primary reality as a dream and seeing the dream reality as primary. Yeah? Seeing the lower feelings, lower thoughts, lower emotions as me, mine, and I, and getting caught up in the 3D impact of those feelings, thoughts, and emotions. 2, waking up to your conceptless, thoughtless reality. And from there, you can watch the 3D movie. Every moment it's playing. 1 second this, 1 second this, 1 second this, something or the other. Yeah? So knowledge is true. It is the truth. This is why devotees sing this praise of God. And then you will find you will truly respect your part. True respect for your part will come. This is why devotees sing this praise of God. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Beautiful. Satyam means Satya hi Shiva hai, truth. Shiv hi Sundar hai. Shiv means the benevolent one, Kalyankari Shiv. And Sundaram means the beautiful one. So being with Baba means detached from every thought, feeling, emotion, and then you will see the drama as it is outside. You can never be your thoughts. You can only be the thoughtless one. You can never be anything more than that. Only the thoughtless one. Is that knowing very clear now? Being thoughtless means what? What does it mean to be thoughtless? What does it mean to be thoughtless? Suppressing the thoughts? Not having any thoughts? More. Being a thoughtless one means sakshi, observer, okay. What else? Detached. Gratitude, okay. Being thoughtless means what? Thought is not me. Yes. Shining star. Yes. What else? Not identified with thoughts, able to see inner drama. That's very useful effect of that. Very beautiful. That is a consequence of being thoughtless, that you're able to see it separate from you. I'm pure being, witnessing the thoughts. Yes. Being thoughtless means the one, actually thoughtless and timeless are the one and the same. Somebody's mic was open. Maybe you yourself know whose mic is open, or maybe it's accidental, I don't know.
Sister Anshu, mic is open.
I
Anshu
will
Batra.
I will mute it. Should be good now.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So being thoughtless means another word we use for thoughtless. What is that another word? Where there is thought, there is a story. Where there is thought, there is a past and a future. Yeah. Completely timeless and storyless. That is what it means to be thoughtless. Yeah? Because without a thought, you don't have a past or a future. So that is why knowing yourself first from that space of being thoughtless, then time doesn't exist for you. 5,000 is like 5 seconds for you. Then how can you suffer 5 seconds? Not even 5 seconds, just a second. This whole cycle is 1 second worth for you when you know yourself as a thoughtless being. Yeah? So can you suffer a second or less than a second? You can't. So that is why Satyam Shivam Sundaram means Baba's way of seeing, the way Baba loves, the way Baba feels. Most importantly is what I am feeling again and again. Make this your reference point, his feeling and his way of seeing and knowing. How is he seeing in this moment? Does the last 2 seconds exist for you? Do the future 10 seconds coming will exist for you in this moment of now? No. You just, in this moment, just shining light. That has no idea about this or that. Just a shining light, a starlight. So beautiful. Each one. And check, is your mind carrying any story about anybody based on the name? We can see the names and 2 faces. Any story attached to it? Is it playing in my mind in some subtle way? Is it playing? Is it sitting somewhere in some corner, some story, something, some familiarity with the face and the story attached to it? Yeah. Now, can you, the being, see it separate from you? That is where it's important. Whatever familiarity and some kind of idea about that face and some story associated with that face, can you, this light, see it here, separate from you? This is in your mind here. Can you see it separate from you in that dark cloud, which is in your mind? Or the rainbow cloud. I don't know where are you placing that face and the story, whichever way you're placing it. Can you, the being, see it separate from you? Familiarity is here. Extra love is here. It's all here. Can I see it? Yeah. Know that you are the one who's aware of that familiarity with that face. You are the one that is aware of, with that, some kind of idea about that story associated with the face or the name. And it could be your own body's name. Can you see it? Yeah. The story and the script is the cloud. Exactly. I, the being with Baba, am completely disidentified with those two clouds. Yeah. So the power of truth automatically makes you a conqueror of matter and a conqueror of Maya. Power of truth automatically makes you a conqueror of matter, that is body, and conqueror of Maya, that is mind. So now ask yourself, child, since you are a child of the true Father, to what extent have you imbibed the power of truth? The sign of someone having the power of truth is that that person, that soul, will always be fearless. Firstly, no fear on seeing Maya within yourself. Doesn't matter how much it's sticking to you, trying to come close to you and sticking to you, but you're not afraid of it. Yeah? So can you just know, I would not use the word feel or experience, but can you know your timeless, storyless truth now, whilst the story is also very close to you? And story is feeling real, but you are not coming into feeling. But story is feeling real. But you can only know yourself. एहसास हो सकता है. But story is feeling real. Can you see that? Yeah. Then you are conqueror of matter and you're conqueror of Maya, mind and body. Now ask yourself, since you're a child of the true Father, you will always be fearless. You heard in the Murli, where there is truth, the soul dances. I, the being, am dancing. Why? Because I am unaffected by this entire play within me, which I thought was me all this time for 5,000 years. Now I know I'm never part of the story. These clouds can come and go, but I'm none of them. That is my cause for dancing. This means someone with the power of truth is constantly carefree, free from worry and fearless. And therefore, that soul continues to dance in happiness. This means someone with the power of truth is constantly carefree, free from worry and fearless. Therefore, that soul continues to dance in happiness. So, am I dancing in happiness? Do I need to worry about anybody's part? Is anybody's part wrong or right or better or worse? Is it? Is your part wrong or right or better or worse? Some days better than the other? Yeah. Is some moments better than the other? In your part, are some moments better than the other? That means you're not enjoying your part. Feelings come in the mind. Yeah. But am I being that light observer of those feelings? Understanding this ladder is nowhere else first. It's in my own mind first. This whole ladder. And there's a script with the language. Whole language of 84 parts script here. All here.
Om
Yeah.
शांति।
Om Shanti.
आत्मा, मुझ आत्मा का पार्ट कितना सुंदर वो हर एक का पार्ट दिखाते हैं, तो ये बहुत ब्यूटीफुल लगी है। चाहे वो पार्ट जैसे भी हो, मतलब मन में पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव जैसे भी हो, मुझ आत्मा का पार्ट कितना हीरो पार्ट है बाबा के साथ, वो दिखा रहे हैं। बहुत सुंदर।
Very good. Exactly. Doesn't matter. Positive and negative in your mind doesn't matter. Your part is a hero part because you know you. क्योंकि आप अपने आप को जानते हो, है ना? You know you. So it doesn't matter. Some days are, some moments are rainbow moments and some moments are dark moments. It's okay. It's all in your mind. Who are you? Who's prior to it? More subtle than this is you. Without you shining light on it, it won't exist. Means without I, the being, using the body and playing, they won't even have a chance to appear. Yeah, there's an addiction of perfection. This addiction of perfection is a very big cloud of black Maya, the black cloud. Perfecting one's part, such an addiction. Such an addiction. Yeah? So that is why we begin to now see that I, the being, can observe the rainbow and the dark, both within me. But I am not associated with either. Then I know me. Then I enjoy everything about me and about my part. Is that clear? So that is why Baba is saying that when your sanskars, now it's coming. This means someone with the power of truth is constantly carefree. So I, the being, am the carefree emperor because I'm not trapped in either cloud. Free from worry and fearless. And therefore, that soul continues to dance in happiness. Where there is fear or worry, one cannot dance in happiness. Means this thought this can also be the spiritual identity, is worried about this thought. Why is this thought coming, right? So Baba is saying that when your sanskars, this is worry of even your own weaknesses. There is worry of even your own weaknesses, which means the script. When your sanskars and thoughts are weak, then because this is the path of truth, your mind definitely has thoughts of those weaknesses. Weaknesses definitely bring about a state of upheaval in the mind because it is part, as Baba is saying, on the path of truth, you will see it definitely has all those thoughts. So no matter how much you try to hide or put on an artificial smile for a temporary period, according to the time or the circumstances, the power of truth will definitely make you realize your script. I'm replacing the word weakness with script, yeah? Because when Baba is saying weakness, which means it's a part of the script which is recorded in the soul, yeah? So nothing can remain hidden from the Father or your own true self. So from you, the true self and the Father, these things cannot remain hidden from you. Yeah? So far, so good? Yeah, script is a much better word because that's what Baba is meaning. Weakness means something which is not in alignment with your truth. Because when the person mind hears the word weakness, it really misinterprets it and judges it big time. So then Baba is saying, nothing can remain hidden from the Father or your own self. But thought can hide the thought. Cloud can hide the cloud, but not the soul. This one used to chatter, everything should be perfect. Tabhi to vidhi purvak puja hogi. Now I understand. I am perfect no matter what comes in my inner drama. Now other thoughts say, kaha gayi aapki perfectness? Haan. Oh, yes. Thoughts can speak about thoughts, the whole story. Yeah, absolutely. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So Baba is saying nothing can remain hidden from the Father and your own self, which is the true self. It can be hidden from others. Perhaps you might have realization. You might make yourself move along. But because of carelessness, the power of truth definitely comes in the form of confusion in the mind, in the form of happiness, unhappiness, or waste, because falsehood cannot stay in the front of the truth. So now what happens in the mind? When either beings start hearing the word careless, who's hearing the word careless and what would be the difference in the two? If the person hears the word carelessness and if the soul hears the word carelessness, what will be the difference? Anybody? Lack of attention. Yes. Soul will see it as lack of attention. And what will the person mind see it as?
Person will try to fix the script.
Yes, absolutely. Very good. Person will try to fix the script and fix the person. See it as my weakness, not a weakness or not a script, but my weakness. Yeah. That is what will happen. And when that happens, then the person will become uptight and overcautious. And if the soul is listening, very attentive. No matter what thought comes, I don't identify. So then they are not me or mine. They merge. What feels like me or mine is Baba's thought, Baba's sanskar, Baba's truth. So that's why Baba is saying that there will be lots of confusion. There will be lots and lots of different, 1,000 different other thoughts will start attacking in the mind. Yeah? So Baba is saying that on the path of bhakti, they have shown a picture of Krishna dancing on a snake in the middle of the ocean. It is a snake, but with the power of truth, even the snake becomes a stage on which to dance. Beautiful. So what is the stage? The inner drama and the script, both higher and lower script. That is now you are dancing on top of it. Yeah. So even the snake becomes a stage on which to dance. No matter how fearsome a situation might be, and underline, no matter how fearsome the form of Maya might be, how much distress your relations and connections might cause, how polluted the atmosphere may be, someone who has the power of truth makes all of those a stage on which to dance in happiness. So whose image is this? It is the image of you, is it not? Lovely image. So this is what it means to become Krishna. What a beautiful definition Baba has given today. I will repeat this. This is to be Krishna. This is if you are going to become Krishna. Yeah? I repeat. What does it mean to become Krishna? Dancing on the snake in the middle of the ocean of sanskars within you, the point. It is a snake, yeah. But with the power of truth, even the snake becomes a stage on which to dance for Krishna. Krishna is the soul. No matter how fearsome a situation outside may be, how fearsome the form of Maya, which is in your mind, may be, how much distress your relations and connections might cause outside, how polluted the atmosphere, both inside and outside, may be. I'm putting in brackets inside because both inside atmosphere is the fearsome form of Maya and outside atmosphere is the situations. Maybe someone who has the power of truth makes all of those a stage on which to dance in happiness. And this is where the true happiness of the soul emerges, that I am experiencing my perfect form of being imperishable in my virtues and facing fearsome forms of Maya and the physical situations of matter. Everything I'm facing, from everywhere, atmosphere which I am in the world today and in my mind, everywhere. And I am still dancing in happiness. This is the power of being Krishna. This is what Brahma Baba's practice was. That soul behind Brahma, always dancing, making all these things a stage, a karma yogi. Yes. And karma, not just action, karma of even smriti, opposite, wrong smriti of being Rini, that karma is also taking place on one side. That Maya, that fearsome form of Maya is also there. Then you will not find others' parts fearsome. Not at all. So are all of you going to be Krishna? This is what you raise your hands for, is it not? So now do you know how to be Krishna? Such things are not mentioned in the divine activities of Rama. Yeah, very good. So in that, there is separation at one moment and happiness the next moment. So Rama, you don't want to be, Baba is saying, because in that, there is separation at one moment and happiness the next moment. So souls who are to become Krishna constantly continue to dance on the stage of such situations. None of the elements of matter, Maya, people, or physical comforts can shake the happiness of such souls. Who's becoming Krishna and who's becoming Rama? Baba has given such a beautiful, clear-cut definition in this. Yeah, when our own part and our inner drama is not fearsome, outside drama too doesn't feel like it feels really unreal and completely lifeless. So that is why Baba is saying that when would they would make Maya their stage or their bed. Wow. They would make Maya their stage or their bed. And that is so true, now when these feelings of fear, anger, ordinariness, worries, they come in front of you and you don't get shaken by it. There's an immense sense of happiness which you can't explain in words. Words fail to explain such happiness. Yeah. And that is what Baba is saying, that you experience your changeless truth. And Maya is screaming and shouting and dancing and at the top of its voice and doing Tandav Nritya in front of you. And you are just silent and still, unshaken, experiencing your purity and perfection, whereas Maya is showing all sorts of impurities and you are experiencing your purity. Now, this is becoming Krishna. Otherwise, Rama. Yeah? So Baba is saying, you're making Maya your stage and your bed. You have seen that picture, have you not? He made the snake into a bed. That is, he became victorious. Therefore, the sign of truth is that where there is truth, soul dances. And this is such a beautiful image of even Shankar dancing on the globe, Tandav Nritya, and destruction taking place. It is the vices within the soul which are emerging big time in front of you, moment by moment, and you are totally cocooned in the vision of Baba where nothing is touching you. So much purity you're experiencing and so much detachment, so much love for yourself and so much detachment from all these vices within you. This is true love. This is true respect for one's own self and one's own part. Yeah? So what a beautiful image, Baba. This is the absolute best imagery Baba has given. Such clear understanding of what does it mean to be Krishna and Rama and Vishnu. That is the picture. The boat of truth can play games of rocking. Beautiful. Baba is saying the boat of truth can play games of rocking. So the soul can see the rocking happening in the mind, but doesn't get rocking itself. They experience themselves to be victorious though. No matter how much upheaval there is, the one playing the game would consider himself to have gained victory. Means I am already a victorious being. It doesn't matter how much Maya comes.
Mama, it's red.
Somebody's mic is open.
Dada.
Thank you. Yeah. So Baba is saying that it can, do you always experience your victorious form? Underline. Do you always experience your victorious form? If even now there is upheaval or fear, then together with truth, can you see it first? Then they won't get mixed with you. Otherwise, there is also falsehood. For this is why upheaval is created. Therefore, check. Is there the unshakable power of truth? First, in unshakable power of truth, then you will use it in your thoughts, vision, attitude, words, relationships, and connections. I'm making it clearer, the language. So is there unshakable power of truth? Because then it will manifest in your thoughts, vision, attitude, words, and relationships, and connections. Acha. Today, there are many children to meet, and therefore Bap Dada will tell you at some other time about the expansion of the power of truth and how you can move along in Brahmin life filled with that speciality. Do you understand? Wonderful, Murli. Anybody wants to say anything at this point? This is a Murli to really understand what is the real practice of being the truth. Expansion of truth. Baba is saying he will let us know later. But from what I understand is the truth in essence is the seed, and expansion of it is the tree within it. Yeah? Yeah, the last line. Okay, got it? Yeah, very beautiful Murli. Where Baba is saying that, the Murli is from 26/12/84. Okay, so what Baba is trying to say is once you are unshakable in your power of truth, then every thought, every word, every action, your vision, your attitude, your relationships, everything will come from that place, because you will not be affected by the snake, because that's the dance you're performing, that's become your stage. Snakes are your bed and your stage, and you're performing a dance of truth on top of it. So they will never get mixed in you, because you're at a distance from them, you're on top of them, which means that your truth feels more you than anything about the snakes. That is when they become your servers. Yeah? And truth feels more you. So they can never get mixed in your truth. And if they can't get, the feelings and the thoughts can't get mixed in your truth because they are now serving you as your stage, then how would your relationships be from that space? With yourself, with your own part, and with others. That is what it means. Absolutely gorgeous, Murli. Thank you, Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you. Thank you, Baba.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Baba. Thank you.
Thank you, Baba.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you.